is an international transport operator based in Eurozone, which have been invited to take over a rail operating franchise in W, where the local currency is the dollar. So now in this question, the main currency is the euro and the foreign currency is the dollar. Previously, this franchise was run by a local operator in W, but its performance was unsatisfactory and the government in W withdraw the franchise. Purchase company will pay $5,000 for the rail franchise immediately. The government has stated that the B company should make an annual income from the franchise of $600 million in each of the next 3 years. At the end of 3 years, the government has offered to buy the franchise back for $7,500 million if no other operator could be found to take over the franchise. So this is the project which the D company is going to start in W. The examiner has told you about the initial investments and the inflows. Examiner has given you the today's spot exchange rate between the euro and W is this one. The predicted inflation rates has been given because you are in the eurozone and the project you are going to start in the dollars. So by the end of every year, you have to convert these euros into the dollar. So, or sorry, the dollars into the euro. So you have to change them with the help of the future spot rates. So these calculations will be there when we are computing the spot exchange rates. Purchase company finance director has contacted its banker with a view to arranging a currency swap. So guys, this question is for the currency swap. Since he believed that this will be the best way to manage financial risk associated with the franchise. The swap would be for the initial fee paid. Now, see guys, this is very important. The swap would be for the initial fee paid for the franchise with the swap of principal immediately mean whatever you are paying immediately that will be swapped, and in 3 years time both these swaps being at today's spot rate. So guys, in this question the examiner is saying the two swaps would be done. One will be the principal amount which you are going to pay, that will be swapped, and one is the 3 years time. Both these swaps bring at today's spot rate. B company's bank would charge a fee of 0.5% in euro for arranging the swap. B company will take 60% of any benefits of the swap before deducting the bank fee, but would then have to pay 60% of the bank fee. So guys, in this question is a mixture of the currency swaps, the interest rate swaps. Very good question. In order to provide B company board with an alternative hedging method to consider, the FD has obtained the following information about over-the-counter options in W from the company's bank. The exercise price quotation has been given to you, the premium has been given, the translated at spot rates. Assume that discount rate is 14%. First of all, examiner is asking, discuss the advantage and drawbacks of using the currency swap to manage financial risk associated with the franchise in W. Then in the B part, examiner is asking, calculate the annual percentage interest which Purchase company could make from using a currency swap compared with borrowing directly in W, demonstrating how the currency swap will work. So this is again the interest saving which Purchase company will make, the chart which we used to do. Evaluate using the NPV, the financial acceptability of the B company operating the rail franchise. under the term suggested by the W and calculate the gain or loss in euros from using the swap range. And in the last part, examiner is saying calculate the results of hedging the receipts of 7,500 million using the currency option. Discuss whether currency option would be a better method of hedging this receipt than a currency swap. It's a very, very good question asked by the examiner. Everyone, I am hopeful that you have opened the question with you guys. Have you opened the question? Guys, have you opened the question?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. In which examiner said, calculate the savings. In this question, we have the two companies. One is the Burses company and one is the counterparty. Examiner has given us their fixed rate and the floating rate. Guys, tell me, what was the fixed rate available for the Burses company? Hurry up. 4%?
4% and 5.8%.
It was 5 point. And what was the floating? It was LIBOR plus 0.6%. And it was LIBOR plus 0.4%. Now, whenever such type of question is asked, the number one step is we have to calculate the savings. And the savings, how you can compute? Add up these two figures, 4 plus L plus 0.4. This will become how much? Or this one, 5.8 plus 0.6, how much? L plus 5.8 plus 0.6. Tell guys.
6.4. LIBOR plus 6.4.
6.4. And this one?
LIBOR plus 4.4.
Deduct them. When you will deduct, this will cancel. And how much? 6.4 minus 4.4. It is
2.
This is the calculation of the saving. Number 2 is distribution.
How did you do the calculation of the savings? 6.4. Can you just go over there?
5.8 plus 5.8 plus 0.6. We swapped.
Yes, it's okay. Thanks.
Now, number 2 is the distribution, guys. In this question, the distribution was 60-40. How much was? 60-40. The 60% is for the Burses company and the 40% will be for the counterparty. So distribute, guys, 60% of 2.
1.2
1.2
and 0.8.
And the third calculation is net savings. How you compute the net saving? You will deduct the fee. Fee will be minus. How much was the fee, guys? The total fee was the 50 basis.
Mm,
How much was the total fee? See guys,
I get not.
the total fee was 60%. No. This is the ratio.
0.5%.
Yeah, that's 0.5%. So distribute again into 60 and 40. The total fee was, how much was? 0.5. Distribute by 60 and 40%.
0.3.
0.3%. 0.2%.
0.2.
So guys, what is your net saving? 0.9.
0.9 and 0.6.
Now, these are the first step. The second calculation which we have to perform, that is known as how swap work.
Go.
Before we go on, can
Uh-huh.
anyone in the class tell me what will be the before swap position, mean which company will be paying the fixed and which company will be paying the variable? We have one B company and one is the counterparty. Tell me guys, which company will be paying the fixed and which company will be paying the variable? Definitely, this company will pay the fixed because the fixed is lower.
Yeah.
And this company will be preferring the variable.
LIFO plus no code.
You have to select which is more beneficial for them. Now, this is already paying 4%. This is paying LIBOR plus 0.4%. This is their existing positions before swap. Now, what is the purpose of the swap? Why we are doing the swap? The swap purpose is, if this party is currently paying fixed, this position must be changed into the variable. Guys, the variable rate available was how much? LIBOR plus 0.6, but it will reduced by this amount. The savings. LIBOR plus 0.6 minus 0.9. So how much this company will ultimately pay, guys? LIBOR minus 0.3. This company existing position is the variable. This company want to go into the fix. What fix was available? 5.8. So guys, 5.8 minus the savings, 0.6. How much? $5.2. Now, state here the fee. The fee was 0.3 and 0.2. Now the rule is, which company is paying the variable, we will say that company will receive variable. This company is paying variable. this company will receive variable, only the LIBOR. And as this is receiving, the other one is paying. Guys, this positive, negative cancelling, what is the balancing figure here? 5.2% minus 0.2% minus
Excuse me. Is it a rule?
0.4%. How much
Excuse
is the
me.
balance?
Is it a rule that you must deduct from one?
Yes, the party which is paying the variable that will receive the variable. Then
Okay.
your answer will be correct. How much is this balance, guys? 5.2 minus 0.2 minus 0.4.
4.6.
4 how much?
4.6.
So
If you pay them, it will be received by here. Now you can acknowledge. See now, add up the figures. 4.6 plus 0.4 plus 0.2. Is this going as 5.2%? The net answer. Coming.
Yes.
And this
Mm.
figure is also coming. The net answer.
Yes.
So this was the question asked under the C, demonstrating how the currency swap will work. The 4 marks. The B part, second is evaluate using the NPV, the financial acceptability of the rail franchise under the terms suggested by the government of W, and calculate the gain and loss in euro from using the swap arrangement. Now, basically, this was a quite challenging for some students. But if you will understand this in a good way, then the things will be very easy. Now, see now how the things will work. Guys, in this question, this project which we are going to start, this project is in the dollar. Do you acknowledge? This is in the dollar. What was the initial investment? What was the initial, guys? 5,000? Then
Yes.
what was the annual income? 600?
600 million.
600.
600? And then examiner said if it is being not taken by another franchisee, oh, there will be a payment. How much payment was? $7,500. Now, the point which was for your kind understanding in this question, this point in this question, we have to change these figures at spot exchange rates and to show them in the euro, because this is a foreign project. The purchase company is operating in the euro. Guys, what was the current spot rate that has been given to you in this question? Tell.
0.1430.
0.1430. And the currency is, what was the currency denomination?
Euro. Sorry, dollar.
Now, the future spot rates we have to find out. Formula is current spot into 1 plus inflation of first currency, 1 plus inflation of second currency. The current spot rate has been given to you 0.1430. Guys, in this question, the dollar is in the numerator, the dollar is the first currency, the euro is in the denominator, the euro is the second currency. What is the dollar inflation in this question? 6%? So the year one rate will be 0.1470. For year two, this will become the spot. $1.04.
So isn't that 6% for the Eurozone?
So then you people told me the wrong denominations. See, this is euro per dollar. And you told me dollar per euro, guys. This is euro per dollar. Now, this rates you will apply. Now, guys, the important thing in this question, examiner said to you, this will be swapped with the amount which you are getting in 3 years' time. This will be swapped at current rate. The examiner said the swap would be for the initial fee paid for the franchise with a swap of principal immediately and in 3 years' time. With a swap of principal immediately and in 3 years' time. So, guys, in this 7,500, there are the two things available. One is the 5,000, the initial, and the 2,500 is the extra. This 5,000 you are swapping at this rate, at initial, and this will swap that year 3 spot rate. This was the point. Guys, swap the amounts. How much amount in the euros? 5,000 swap at 1.430. Is this coming? Negative 715. Then 88. 85. And 79 will be for the 600 and 5,000 at 0.1430. How much is, guys? Multiply 5,000 multiply by 0.1430. How much? How
Please,
much?
where did you get 2,500? I mean, sorry, why did you split the 7,500 into two?
One figure, just hold on, Mary. One figure will be 715 and this 2,500 convert at 0.1315. What is the figure coming? 329. Get the totals. Double 123. Now the examiner has already given you the cost of capital for this question. %. When you compute, so the net present value will come as 185 million. But you will tell the examiner this value is dependent upon the exchange rate. There are several uncertainties surrounding the situation. Like we have used the cost of capital 14%. We do not know that by which method this has been computed. And in this question, we have swapped the initial investment again in year 3 for the year 0 spot rate. So guys, if the spot rate is going to change, then your future results will also change. So before going that only the NPV is coming as positive and we should accept the project, we'll look for the further considerations as well. Now, Mary, you are asking that where the 7,500 is. This is at the end of the year 3, the government in W has offered to buy the franchise for 7,500 million. if no other operator can be found to take over the franchise. And then examiner said the swap would be for the initial fee paid for the franchise with the swap of principal immediately. How much principal you have paid now? The 5,000. And in 3 years' time, both these swap being at today's spot rate. Which one? The one which you are getting in year 0 and one which you are getting the overall value was 7,500. Out of that, the 5,000 was the initial investment which you are having. Now,
So can I get the slide before the last one, please?
hold on. Calculate the results of hedging the receipts of 7,500 million using the currency options and discuss whether the currency option would be better method of hedging receipts than a currency swap. Now see guys, examiner is asking hedging the receipt of 7,500. Guys, when we are swapping, so how much amount we are getting? This amount we have swapped 715 and 329. This was. So guys, add up these figures when we are swapping.
Remember.
With swap, how much amount we have swapped? And we got 715 plus 329. So the total is 1044 million. Please keep muted your mics, it is distracting. Who is this? Mary. Now, if instead of swap, we are hedging the transaction. How much amount was? 7,500. Multiply by, what was the rate given, guys? Mean, let's do one thing. If we say that we are not swapping, guys, if we are not swapping this amount, then what you will do? Simply, we will convert at this rate, whatever the rate was available, 1.1315. Amount is coming as 968 million. Now, it's mean if we are not swapping, we will have this euros. With the swap, our euros are this one. But if we are not swapping, then we are applying the options criteria. Guys, it will be a put option or call option. Tell me. It will be pull option, put option or call option. Tell me, guys.
They are selling it, so it should be put, right?
It will be a put option. Now, because we are receiving the dollars, we will receive dollars. we
So we
will
are
sell
selling
the
back the
dollars,
project.
and we will buy euro. What we are doing, we are selling the dollars. It will be a put option. Now, in this question, first we said it will be a put option. What is the exercise price? $7.75.
But why are you using the IR rate
Which
for the exercise price?
now, guys,
Did you hear my question?
what you asked, you said why I write the exercise price with that.
Higher rate. Why do we use the higher price? Sorry.
Which higher price?
We have 7.25 also as exercise price.
Oh, we will select, we will answer with that as well. First, we are solving with 7.75 and then we will solve with 7.25.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now, first we are solving with the exercise price of 7.75. Guys, tell me whether you will exercise or not. Anyone who will tell me? See, this was $7,500. This is how much, guys? Dollar over euro? Divide by $7.75 over.
Dollar.
How
The
much is
dollar.
answer coming in the euro?
968.
96.
8.
960.
And this is exercise. If we are exercising, what was the premium cost given at put option? 1.6%.
1.6.
Okay. And what was the premium cost? 1.6%.
Percentage of amount hedged.
Just hold on. Okay. Now see, guys. First we said if we will exercise, then you will get this one. The second calculation is the premium cost. The premium cost has been given to you how much? 1.6%. Multiply by the amount in the dollars. 7,500. Multiply by the exchange rate, because this is in the dollar, you have to convert it into the euro. How much was the, and you know that the premium is being paid in advance. So which spot rate you will use, guys? The current spot rate. The current spot rate was given to you how much? 0.1430. So guys, how much this is coming? Tell me.
17.116.
17 or 70?
17.
This one? 17?
Yes.
And this answer is correct, guys. 7,500 over 7.75. This is coming as 968 or 986.
968.
968 or 986.
That's correct.
Okay. Now you can have, this is your cost, that is your gain. What is the net? What is the net gain? (968) minus 17.
951.
9.
51.
Now let's solve with the second exercise price. What was the second exercise price? 7.25. Convert, guys. Receipt from the government are $7,500 divided by $7.25 over euro. How much? 1034 euro. Now calculate the premium, guys. 2.7% multiply by $7,500. Again convert it. 0.1430. How much?
203.
20.
No, sorry. I get 28.95.
28.
0.96.
So what is the net? $1,034 minus 280.9.
1005.
So which option is more favorable for you guys? Let's exercise by 7.75 or 7.25. 7.25, because in this the gain is higher. This was the over the counter option, not the exchange traded. If it has been exchange traded, we calculate the number of contracts, we calculate the premium cost in that way. But this is not the exchange traded, this is over the counter. Now, the first part of the question in which examiner is asking you the advantage and the disadvantage of the swap. Guys, what is the disadvantage?
Sorry,
Let's talk about.
Sorry, can you show the last slide, please?
Mary,
The
why
last
you
slide.
don't wait? I said many times here, I will upload this on the portal. I will, so please wait. Okay,
Please, Sabit. Please.
I said that there are a lot of students who have to go through because these questions are not there on the portal. I will upload today. Now, what are the risks and the benefits? Guys, see, in this question, first you will tell the examiner that in this question, as the two parties are swapping with each other, if the counterparty is defaulting, then what will happen? It will be difficult. The versus company cannot operate the swap. This is the disadvantage. If the counterparty is defaulting, then the swap is not possible. Other in this question, the interest rate swap and the currency swaps have been discussed. Those students who are my previous students in the last class, I told you people what is the currency swap. Like this is the B company and there is a counterparty. This B company home country is euro and it is going to invest in the dollars. In the same way, for example, there is a counterparty whose home currency is the dollar and who is going to invest in the euro. Now for both, the investment is in the foreign currency. What they will do? This B company is going to local bank and take a loan in dollar, as dollar is the foreign currency for this company. This company is going into the local bank and it is taking out loan in euros, as euro is the foreign currency. Now, when they both have taken the loan in the foreign currencies from their countries' respective banks, this will be exchanged with this one. And this loan will be exchanged with this one. This is known as the currency swap, guys. What is the definition of the currency swap? The definition is the currency swap involves versus company to take out loan versus company to take out loan in the foreign currency and the counterparty also taking out the loan. Now see guys, what will happen? See, no one whose are my previous students, they told me, sir, you wrote it wrong. See guys, it seems that I am also tired now. See, the home currency euro, you have to invest in the dollar. This home currency is the dollar. This country has to invest in the euro. Now, this will buy in euro. This will buy from local bank in dollar. And then they are swapping with each other. In easy word, I will say they both are doing the work for one another. This euro was needed by this counterparty. The B company has purchased the euro loan. This dollar has been the requirement of the B company. The counterparty has done so, and then they have exchanged with each other. And in the same way, when the 1 year will pass, they have to pay the interest. They will pay the interest accordingly, and then again the interest will be swapped with each other. This is known as the currency swap. In the currency swap, both of the parties, they will be taking the loan from their respective banks and they will swap with each other. Now, what is the disadvantage? Like after some time, the one party has default. Now the banks are concerned from you. You have taken out the loan from them, not the other party. The bank do not know the other party. So now you have to bear all the financial difficulties, all the financial penalties you have to bear because you have taken the loan from the bank. The bank is not concerned that you have swapped it with another party. The bank does not do so. This is the disadvantage. Now, on the other hand, you will tell the examiner the versus company in this question is swapping its fixed rate against the variable rate. Fixed rate has been swapped the variable rate. This is the disadvantage as well. Because as the inflation is increasing, the variable rate is increasing day by day. So when the rates are going upwards, now the purchase company have to pay the higher interest. This is the disadvantage of the swap. Previously, when the rate was fixed, whatever the rates are going to be in the future, you have to pay the fixed amount. The third thing, in this question, you will tell the examiner the swap disadvantage can be. At present, we said that we will swap the year 3 amount at the current spot, but maybe if the government is not allowing, then this swap will not be possible. You have to swap all the amount at the year 3 exchange rate. Like, currently we have done this 5,000 at the initial. If the government is saying no, you cannot do this phenomena is not accepted, then you have to swap all the 7,500 at this 1.1314. And now what are the advantage? Like first advantage you told that if they locally means if this company versus company is going to buy loan in dollar, that will be costly because dollar is a foreign currency. It will be very costly. So other than that, he's personally taking the loan from the bank to get the dollars. What he did for the dollars, these dollars have been swapped by counterparty. This is the swap benefit. Now the swap benefit is also if the directors in the company wants that there will be more floating rate or the fixed rate that in the cost of capital or in the capital structure, then the company can arrange the swap phenomena and the company can change its exposure according to the needs of the directors or the shareholders. Otherwise, without the swap, it is not possible. When you have taken one thing in the fixed, it is fixed. One thing in the variable, it is variable. But when later on you want to change it with the help of the swap, it is possible. It is the advantage. So guys, this was all about your question. In tomorrow class, we will do